Good evening, everybody in YouTube land. What am I at today? It's been a while from I put up a post of any sort, and it's been quite a while from I was working on the sh50. So that's what I'm at today. I'm finishing off spraying bits of the frame. I always said that I'd keep most of the original paint on the frame because it is quite good and it is powder coated, so it'll last longer if I just leave it alone and just spray up the bad bits. So that's what I've been doing. I resprayed the whole tank. It was a little bit rusty, as you can see, and I did not feel like filling all of it hitting in, so I just painted over it, and it doesn't look too bad. Looks alright. So that's that done. I've been trying to rush and get all the things that are needed done to this bike finished, because I have too many bikes around the house now, and one of these needs to move. And I think this one's going to go to my parents' house because my father really likes messing around with these wee bikes, and it'll be a nice tidy one for him to have a bit of fun on. So that's what I'm going to do with it. Unfortunately, there was a time when I ran out of petrol and accidentally put petrol in without the oil. So it seemed to start up alright after that, but I always noticed that it was a little bit down on power. And as you can see, when I took the head off the engine, there was some damage done. And if we look at the barrel, I mean, it's not too bad. There is one wee score mark in it that you can feel. It's not extremely deep, but it is there. So I decided, instead of carrying on with that mess and mucking around, I was going to order a new barrel and piston for it and rings. But unfortunately on eBay for these particular bikes, it's not that simple to get a hold of a barrel anymore. But what I did come across, which was even better, was a big bore 70 kit, Malossi. So I went and bought that big bore 70 kit, and now I'm going to make it a big bore bike, bored out to 70 cc's. You'll see that I've repainted the engine again for a second time. It didn't turn out as well. There's a lot of shitty bits on it and that, but I've done the best I could. With the time that I have, I just don't have time for this sort of thing anymore. So I just did what I could, and it looks tidy. It looked the best from far away anyway, especially with my tank and everything. So let's hope that's the case. Oh yes, what I was doing also. Now a lot of you are going to have come across this problem if you have an sh50 that is the first model, the Mark 1, and that's that these back mudguard pieces always break, and a lot of people try to fix them by putting bits of tin on here and screwing it into the plastic, and then you see you're always depending on the plastic to hold the weight of the rest of it, so it'll break again. It always breaks again. So I came up with this method, and this is the second sh50 I've done this to now, and it seems to work. So I'm just going to show you. I've shown on my channel before, but some of you may not find that video that easily, and I know that there's people who have sh50s who have subscribed to my channel since. So I thought I would just give you a look. So what I've done is there's usually two bolts here, one there, to hold on the lens for the light. There's a good anchor for the lens on the light and everything, so it's a good place to bolt a mount into. So what you'll see, what I've done here is I have created a bracket that goes right across here, and I've created another bracket with a bolt in the center. See, I bolted this bracket on here into the lens of the light, which also holds on the lens of the light. and I've shaped another one that comes right up here and up to the top, and that way whenever it's on the bike, it's the bracket's holding a lot of the weight as opposed to just plastic, so a little bit of vibration isn't going to break the plastic as easy. So that's the way I have done it, and I advise anyone who's just got a little bit broken up here that this is a really good way to fix it. It may not last forever, I don't know yet, because I haven't had it done that long on either of these bikes, but it seems to work better than just trying it with the plastic alone. And you'll see that I've put a wee hole here just to hold it to the bracket, and then I've got my hole here for screwing it into the bike. Hopefully it works. If it works for you, great. You know, but it's the only solution I could come up with, and I don't see anyone else coming up with solutions like that. So, well, hopefully you get some use out of that. And for that, I've done most of what I can do for this evening, because it's raining outside a lot this evening. There's thunder, but there's 2 jobs I still have to do to the bike. I have a spare set of forks. You won't be able to see them in there, but they're in there and they're clean. Set of forks for the front of the bike, and there's nothing wrong with the forks that are on it apart from the fact that they're just a little bit scored up and that. So I came across that nice clean set and I bought them, and I'm going to put them on. The handlebars got a bit bent at one stage. Somebody must have had a bit of a fall or something like that, so I'm going to be replacing them. I have a set here for it. Plus the bottom head bearings are a bit gone, they're loose, so I do have a brand new set of bearings to put in the headstock of the bike, and I will be doing that also. Whether I'll do that this evening, I don't know. I think I need to turn the bike around, and don't really want to do that whenever the tank's drying and that sort of thing, so might just leave it for this evening and do it tomorrow evening. But there you go, that's a update on everything I've been doing. I do have another video, I don't know if I put it up on YouTube yet or not, of a new bike that I got. Wasn't expecting to get, but I got it, and it's a lovely wee cruiser bike, and it's a Jinlun 125 that my boss kindly gave to me as a present, and I'm blown away. I'm just blown away by his generosity, and it is a lovely little bike. And as you'll see in the video here, maybe I'll stick a little video I had planned to put on YouTube on this here, and you can have a look. So that's what I've been at, and if you have any questions to ask me or advice to give me, don't be afraid to drop me a line, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and that's it. Thanks very much from Demo690 here. My son's feeling a little bit sick today, so I'm not at work. I'm working from home and I'm on my break. But I just thought I'd show you the little present that my boss gave to me. And I couldn't believe it when he gave me this. He called it a project. I don't think it's much of a project. I think it's a perfect bike nearly. A few wee things. I need to replace this indicator because the lens is loose on it. Won't stay on. I need to replace this here lever because I need a mirror, and you can see it broke off there where the mirror would go. So I have to get a new one of them. Or that. I think it's a pretty good bike, and it looks good and it runs good. I may have to paint the frame at some stage because it is quite rusty. But that's it. And it's a Jinlun 125, sort of a Chinese make, I think. Jinlun. But a nice little object. I think top of what it'll do is about 60 miles an hour. That's what I've had it at. But, Lovely little bike. Can't wait to get it all taxed and insured and on the road. So, more videos on this one coming up. So, thanks for subscribing to Demo 690, and I just thought I'd give you an update on what I've been doing. Thanks very much.